All right. We got another one for y'all. This is very important because you hear people talk about this all the time.
Yes.
How to maintain your peace. So stay tuned for this video because we're gonna drop some gems on how to woosah, keep your peace. What's some tips you got, babe, on keeping your peace of mind?
Oh, it's hard sometimes. It's hard for me at work, but some of the tips that I have is just remaining in the present moment. You know what I mean? Don't get too riled up in thinking about the future. I think when people think about the future too much, it gives you anxiety.
Yep.
So that can easily take your peace away.
Yep.
And then also just maintaining like a good healthy circle, healthy mindset, like
Yeah.
that helps to keep your peace.
Yeah, definitely. Like Lexi said, we worry about two things. That's the stuff that already happened, the stuff that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And it's both an illusion because what can you really control about the past or the future? You can only control the right now. And a lot of the times, like they always say, birds of the same feather flock together.
Yes.
If you hang around chaos, you're going to have chaos.
Yeah, sadly.
You can't be around, and it's sad because especially when you get on this journey of peace, you start to grow and become a different person. And a lot of people don't like to grow. And when you around other people that don't want to grow, it's not like, how is that benefiting you?
Energy can be very easily transferred. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So if you are constantly in a negative environment, it's really easy to feel negative feelings. You know what I
Easy.
mean? And it's hard to keep your mind right in environments that are like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there are ways that you can get out of it, but it just takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
But meditation and things like that really helps.
Yep. A lot of times, like people that don't understand how energy is, but you always hear certain phrases. So and so, man, they light up the room. That's the energy this person calls, or somebody, man, that dude just got something dark about that person. Like somebody may walk in the room and it's just like they give you a bad feeling. That's the energy this person has. So it's a lot about who you interact with.
Or negative Nancy's, like we
Yeah.
always hear words like that. You know what I mean?
And it's like, here come whoop-de-woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Always complaining.
Yeah, like that's the stuff. And understanding everybody's journey. Like we all are on a different journey. Like we all here dealing with different things in life, battling certain things, been through certain things.
Yeah.
And each individual person, it's up to you on how you're going to control your situation.
Right.
And that's even with, all right, I'm in control of my situation. If I got somebody negative around me, how is that affecting my day-to-day life?
Exactly.
And
it's constant rechecking yourself too, because like, I mean, we're saying this, but at the same time, like we are always rechecking our energy too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And trying to bring ourselves back to like a peaceful state of mind.
Right.
Because for me, like at work is whenever I get like
yeah.
out of my peaceful state. At
Work is
home,
the-
I'm super peaceful.
Work is like the forefront of the most toxic stuff because you there
They
for
test me,
hours
man.
and hours. Like, and you with people from all sorts of life and different experiences. Like everybody got people at work. They like, man, I can't. If I could put hands on them without getting fired, like I'll do it. Like that's how a lot of people feel.
Yeah.
Excuse me, and that's a big thing.
Yes, definitely. So I'm a nurse, so like just being in that kind of environment and trying to like help people and stuff, it can definitely try you sometimes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're super busy. Like
Yeah.
I have to circle back sometimes. Like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just acted that way.
Yeah,
To my coworkers, like I was just frustrated.
yeah, it happens.
Yes.
And that my job, I'm a machinist during the day, and then I got my personal training on the side. Personal training, that job is cool, but with the machinist, a lot of people do this as like some hard labor, and they've been doing it, and they don't have an outlook, and they'll look at somebody else that's doing something better for themselves, and you get a lot of jealousy with that.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, it comes down to understanding it's not the what, it's the why. It's why you do what you do makes you who you are. It's not what you do, it's why you do it. And if you can understand that, you can look at certain people like, all right, this person may not have the confidence in themselves to realize they could be something greater than who
Yeah.
they are. Not even just at work, that could be in general with just
Anywhere.
anybody you pass. Like once you have an understanding that this person, whatever they got going through in their mind is making them act a certain kind of way, and that'll bring you a better peace of mind. Because at one point I took everything personal and I had a temper, and anytime somebody acted out of character with me, I took it to where now I gotta get out of character. But now it's just like, it's kind of like, it's a pro and a con because it's kind of funny, but at the same time, it make certain negative people more upset with you because you don't get phased by it. They're like, oh, da 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 da. You just like, okay.
You gotta laugh it
I
off.
hope you figure it out, bro. And you go, and that make people like, and they, oh, but that's a lot. I learned that also from martial arts, like having a lot of self control. You learn to get through life and just understand people got their own stuff going on, and that brings you peace because you, like we said in the beginning, you worrying about things that you can't control
Yes.
stress you out. So, oh well, quit
Yeah.
worrying about everybody else and their attitude. Worry about what keeps you happy.
And what you can control. That's something that like people are always trying to control other people's actions or how other people feel. You will never be able to control how another person feels or
Yeah.
how they act towards you or how they act in general. So
Never.
if you can just control your reaction towards it, now you have like the highest power. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because that's the only thing that you can control. If
Right.
you're trying to control everybody else, you are out of control.
Yeah.
Like completely out of control.
Yeah.
You can't decide other things for other people. Like it's just not going to happen. So make your peace that other people are allowed to make the decisions that they want to make. You know
Yep.
what I mean? And the only thing that you can do is decide what decisions you want to make.
Right. You wish the best for other people, but you can't force somebody to do something that they don't want to do.
Yeah, or they're not ready to do.
Yeah,
You
and
know what
that's
I mean? So
and they got that right. Everybody got the right to do what they want to do.
yeah.
Like it rub people the wrong way because everybody trying to tell. I can't believe people are doing. Excuse me. I had a YouTube comment. This dude said, "I hate how this new generation dress because it was a Cash Money parody I did. I hate how these new people be wearing all these tight clothes and blah blah blah." I was just like, teach its own. Every generation got their thing. Oh, you taking up for that mess, bro? Why do you care? Like you so angry you had to get on here and type about some stuff that had nothing to do with the video. Like, but if
Dress how you want to.
yeah, but a lot of people don't think that way. A lot of people, like even that person there, you allowed to have your thought, you know, hey. And I'm allowed to have mine, but some people are like, no, you're not allowed to think like that. You need to agree with, no, I don't have to. Man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I feel that way even about the opinions that I have. You know what I mean? Just because I say something doesn't mean that it's boom, solid truth. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But this is how I feel.
It works
Like,
for you.
Yeah, this is how
Yeah.
I feel. This is my opinion about it.
Yep.
It doesn't mean you have to, like, who am I to you? You know what I mean? It doesn't mean you have to listen to me. I'm just saying
Right.
this is what it is.
Yeah. And that's a
To me.
exactly like even like with being a personal trainer, I feel like working out is good for you physically and mentally. It's a good outlet, but I'm not going around preaching to people telling them they need to work out. My thing is if you decide you want to work out and get in shape and you come to me, I got you. Other than that, I'm not about to go to you and be trying to recruit you to get you to work out because you doing your thing. If you like to eat chicken nuggets and ice cream every night, do your thing. Like I ain't about to come interrupt what you got going on, but don't come. I get that a lot with eating healthy too.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Oh
with
yeah,
vegan.
gonna start, man. That's annoying.
Everybody, like, whatever you went vegan for the first time.
That's annoying. Like, all right, so to the vegans out there, they know what I'm talking about. When you start eating healthy, oh, I don't know how you eat that. I went, oh, okay, I didn't ask you. I'm not coming and busting in your house when you eating KFC and tell. I don't know how you can eat that. That's about because I don't care. But that's your thing. Now let me do my thing. Matter of fact, I would rather you not go vegan because I hate going to Kroger and all the stuff be gone. Don't go vegan. Just keep eating what you eat.
He's not one of those like plant-based people who are like, "Oh my gosh, don't kill the animals."
Yeah,
Like,
you get a lot of
not
that
that type
too.
of
So,
person.
like, are you one of? Bro, I'm not throwing no paint on nobody's mink coat. I ain't one of them. Do your thing. Like, it ain't that deep.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, your peace of mind. It's all up to you on your peace. And a lot of the times you have to speak. It all starts with the thought. The thought is one. Number two is how you speak. And you control both of those. It may not feel like it sometimes. Don't blame it on your zodiac. None of that stuff. It's up to you. Your thoughts, even when you have a bad thought, analyze that bad thought. Like, man, I'm thinking something negative. Why am I thinking like this? Or I'm thinking this maybe because of such and such I've been through. And when you going through this whole thought process, it calms you down. It
Yeah.
ain't easy at first, but it get easier with time. And that's how you find your peace. Next thing you know, when you thinking the right way, you speaking the right way. Put certain words out of your vocabulary. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I hope I can do such as. You don't sound confident saying hope. Like, you don't go up to a girl saying, you know, hopefully I can have your number. No, you going up, hey, what's up, Bubba? Like, the confidence. Strike life with that confidence. whatever it is you're trying to go through or get through, do it with confidence. Because not having no confidence don't benefit you at all. At
And
all.
another good tip is to set your intention each and every day, because it's one thing to find peace, but it's another thing to keep it. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can find peace one day and the next day somebody tests you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And now you're like, oh, you're on the border of losing it.
Yeah.
But honorary mention to my friend from work. Her name is Amy. She told me at work, like we were both on like a long stretch of work,
Yeah.
and she was like, it's something that you tell me to do all the time too. Like, okay, so before I leave for a stretch of work, he comes over and he sages me and says like, you're gonna have a good stretch and blah blah blah. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. And other times I'm like, yes, I am gonna have a good stretch. But my friend Amy literally told me after her one stretch, she was like, I said every night like I was gonna have a good day at work. And when I tell you, every other nurse on that floor, we were all struggling, and somehow she had like the best set of patients. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? She had a great stretch of work. She was like, I set my intention every day, so
Yep.
that it works. You know what I mean? If you tell yourself like, okay, no matter what happens today, like it's gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a good day. You are going to have a good day.
Yeah, and sometimes you end up psyching yourself out. Like the 369 book I just ordered, it says how you can speak something. There's two ways to speak something. Like I'm gonna have a good day and accomplish this, and you strictly believe that it's gonna happen. Now I'm gonna have a good day today and everything's gonna go well, but in the back of your mind it's like, but what if this? You didn't cancel out the whole manifestation. You didn't threw that out.
Because you had doubts.
Yeah, your doubts will cancel it. And a lot of times when you hear people say, I hate when stuff go good in my life because then something bad always happens.
Well, you just said something
Yeah,
bad's gonna
you-
happen, so it's gonna happen.
You just created the bad part. You get through life, and a lot of times, like, my clients are like, you always so positive. So what else I'm going to be? I'm going to be negative? I didn't live a negative life most of my life growing up until I got to a different understanding on how life works. And that was the results. When I feel like, oh, something bad going to happen, then something bad will happen.
Yep.
Once I feel like something good gonna happen, and even if something bad happen, it ain't considered something bad because it's a lesson in everything you go through. And then if you
Sometimes things just are bad, but
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, like some things are just part of life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we're not saying like if somebody in your family dies or something, it's still gonna be good. Like no,
No.
you know what I mean? We're realistic with it. Like
Yeah.
it's still bad, but it's just something that comes with life. Like death comes with life. But what
Right.
you can try to control is your reaction to that. You know what I mean?
Once
Like
you accept that,
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a whole grieving process, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With things like that, like losses and things, like
Mhm.
you have a whole grieving process, but it doesn't mean that it has to stop you from living your life.
and we forget that that person that we lost would not want us to be doubtful and head down all the time. If that person was to come back today, they'd be like, man, put your chin up, man, put your chest out, man. That's not how we operate. And sometimes it's hard to focus on that. And I know that from my own personal experience.
Yeah.
And in my book I was reading today, it said a lot of people wish they could change things in the past, but if you change things from the past, you will lose the wisdom you have in the present.
Most definitely.
Yeah, like that's real.
Babe, can you imagine how different of a person you would be right now? If
Right.
you hadn't experienced certain things.
Yeah, like everything in life was like, all right, what did I learn from this? And if I didn't go through this, would I be me today? And especially especially when you're a positive person and you a genuine person, you gonna have the worst dealings with humans. It seems like if you a terrible person, you can find company easy, but when you're a good person, you find a lot of the times some good people, and then you attract the wrong people that want to sabotage. Because it was like a post I seen earlier this week. It was saying, excuse me, you got two types of people: people that look within themselves and want to heal, and people that look inside themselves and want to share that sadness and stuff. Like you either gonna heal that sadness or you gonna want everybody to feel your pain.
Yeah.
And most people want everybody else to feel their pain. And when you can understand that, you're able to keep your peace because it's like, okay, you handling your pain a little different. And I'm so peaceful over here that I can't let that affect what I got going on. But more power, instead of that turning to hate, more power to you. And I hope you can find the peace that I found. And you just leave it at that.
That's simple. And there's a lot of people that live their life that way. You know what I mean? That live their life and are able to just still carry a lot of happiness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Despite people being like awful to them.
Yeah, you look at them like, man, like like monks. I always thought monks was dope because they got the power to hurt anybody with their bare hands, and you can cuss them out, and they just. And it's like, man, how can you have enough self control? They got peace. They got a level of peace to where they understand where your unhappiness come from, and it's just like, more power to you.
That's a goal right there.
Yeah, that's the goal.
That is my goal right there.
Yeah.
Is to be able to be as peaceable as monks. Like, they don't let anything bother them.
No, they can't.
I love people like that.
Yeah,
They're
like,
so unbothered. I'm
yeah.
like, yes, that is my goal.
Yup, it
to
come
be
down.
that unbothered.
Definitely, you gotta put. We all go through it because we all have egos, and the further you get in life, you want to have less of an ego.
Yeah.
It's
Kill your
hard
ego.
to, but
It is hard
Yeah.
to. It could be hard to, and like different people can bring out your ego. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like you'll think that you killed it, and then like you realize, oh, this ego did not die yet.
Yeah.
I'm trying to kill it so bad, and
Yup.
it did not die yet.
and you just
But,
keep trying. That's
yeah.
all you can do.
It's an ongoing journey
Yeah.
to keep your peace and everything. But like once you get a taste of what that peace feels like, you don't want to let it go.
No, it's
you know what I'm
addicting.
saying? Yeah. You don't want to let
Yeah.
it go. Like whenever you're just full of life and like happy with nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's a different level of happiness.
Yeah.
And who would want to get rid of that?
And you wish it for everybody. I think what's tough about when you find peace, you want everybody to have peace, and you try to share it with everybody, but you got to understand with peace, life has balance. You got to have peaceful people in this world, but you got to also have chaos.
Yeah.
Some people choose chaos, and that's just, some people wake up and just want to destroy. And you just got to let those people do their thing. You can't force them to be peaceful. You just got to let them handle their business, and you keep your safe distance, depending on who the person is. Because sometimes it's like people that are close to you that you have to deal with, a coworker. It could be family. But you don't have to deal with them to the point where you let them have control of your peace.
Mm-hmm.
You just go like that.
Facts.
Yep. So, till next time. We got more gems on the way, but we can't put it all in one video. We got to keep y'all coming back. So subscribe, tap in. We got more on the way.
Like, share, comment,
All of that.
and subscribe.
And subscribe. Till next time.